Imagine a titanium spacecraft built to withstand the hellish heat of Venus, accidentally stuck orbiting Earth for over 50 years, and now it's finally falling back down. This isn't science fiction, this is Cosmos 482. A relic of the Cold War, lost in space, is on its way home. Could it hit land? Could it survive the fall? And should we be worried? You're watching Dividend Dreamer, and today we're diving deep into one of the strangest cases of space debris ever. Between 1961 and 1984, the Soviet Union launched 26 missions under the Venera program, aiming to explore Venus. Out of all those attempts, 10 probes actually managed to land on the planet's surface. But Venus isn't exactly friendly. Temperatures soar, and pressure is extreme. As a result, even the successful landers only lasted from 23 minutes to about 2 hours before giving out. One mission, however, never even made it to Venus, and that's where things get really interesting. On March 31st, 1972, a spacecraft intended for Venus failed to leave low Earth orbit. Why? A misconfigured timer on one of its rocket boosters cut off the power too soon, preventing the craft from entering the correct transfer path to Venus. Instead, the spacecraft split into 4 parts. 2 of those pieces re-entered Earth's atmosphere and crash-landed in New Zealand just 48 hours after launch. The remaining 2 sections, the lander and its engine, remained in Earth's orbit, and they've been stuck up there ever since. Once the Soviets realized the probe wasn't going anywhere, they renamed it Cosmos 482. Cosmos was their go-to label for any spacecraft that ended up in low Earth orbit, whether that was on purpose or not. As space enthusiasts like TJ Cooney and astronaut Scott Kelly have explained, most satellites and the International Space Station have boosters that help them stay in orbit. Without those, gravity starts pulling objects back toward Earth. And that's exactly what's happening to Cosmos 482. Its return is now a matter of when, not if. Experts currently estimate that Cosmos 482 will re-enter Earth's atmosphere around 1:54 p.m. Eastern Time on May 10th, give or take about 9 hours. As of this recording, that re-entry window starts in just about 7 hours. Now let's talk about the bigger picture. NASA says there are about 9,300 active spacecraft currently orbiting Earth. Alongside them, there's an astonishing 8,800 tons of space junk floating in low Earth orbit. Every single day, around 44 tons of this debris falls back toward Earth. Most of that junk burns up harmlessly in the upper atmosphere, but not all of it. The European Space Agency released a report stating that in 2024 alone, around 1,200 intact objects re-entered Earth's atmosphere, plus countless fragments of smaller debris. In fact, just last February, a large section of SpaceX's Falcon 9 rocket missed its planned splashdown in the Pacific and instead crash-landed in Poland. So what's the concern with Cosmos 482? This lander was specifically built to endure the fiery descent into Venus, a planet where surface temperatures can hit 800 degrees Celsius hotter than Earth's atmosphere. That means its 3.5-foot wide, 1,200-pound titanium body was made to survive much worse conditions than re-entry into Earth's skies. In other words, Cosmos 482 is very unlikely to burn up. It could survive the fall, intact. The big question, where might it land? According to current projections, Cosmos 482 could come down anywhere between 56 degrees north and 56 degrees south of the equator. The predicted paths mostly cross over the ocean, but not entirely. Large swaths of land are still in the potential impact zone. So, should you cancel your weekend plans just in case? Probably not. The European Space Agency says the odds of any one person getting injured by falling space debris are less than 1 in 100 billion. To put that in perspective, you're roughly 65,000 times more likely to be struck by lightning. Still, the risk, however tiny, is real. As Harvard astrophysicist Dr. Jonathan McDowell said, "So far, we've been lucky that no one has been hurt. But the more we put into Earth's orbit, the more likely it is that our luck will run out." So what happens next? We wait. Cosmos 482 is falling and it will land somewhere. When it does, we'll be here to tell you all about it. If you found this story fascinating, hit that like button and subscribe to Dividend Dreamer so you never miss a space story like this one. We'll keep watching the skies and the data for what happens next with Cosmos 482. See you in the next video.